You gotta love our Russian Blitz YouTuber friends. They have some video released on some gameplay and an overview that I was translating from a big Blitz YouTuber named Kavian Man Project. And going through talking about this tank, watching the gameplay is looking very impressive and very promising. I think those players that are working towards getting this tank in this event are going to be happy with this. You can see, just as in one of my previous videos when doing some translating from some of the Russian, this is some of the footage from that. You could tell it's got a pretty good turret, really good hold down, some weak spots, a little bit on the top, which can be a little hard to penetrate. You do have on that upper glacial that one part that can be easy to penetrate. Just from this view of this ISA just taking some shots, able to see how he was able to penetrate that top. So there are some weak spots you have to be careful of, but if you're moving up and like back and forth and around, it can make those weak spots very difficult to hit. And from listening to what this Russian Blitz YouTuber was saying about this tank, you could just tell he was having a really good time with it. He was like laughing and just saying all this really good things about it. And honestly, it does look like a good tank. Now, he does show some stats in Russian kind of through this video. And we do have these stats also available in Blitz Stars. You can actually see what some of those impressive stats do look like. And it looks like a very, very capable tank. A tank that a lot of people, I think, are going to want to get their hands on. And the tier 10 is going to have a lot of these similar characteristics, but with definitely some differences. With a higher average damage gun, the average damage of the 50 TP is about 440, which isn't as high as like an E75's top cannon, but it is more than like an M103's cannon that averages about 500 damage. It has 8 degrees of gun depression, and as you can tell, he's able to really work these ridge lines. The penetration's not too bad. He's able to cut through the cheeks of that mouse tank. So overall, looks like a pretty good tank. It seems to feel, just from what he was saying and translating, just really good. And honestly, I am actually quite excited for this tank. It's an event tank, of course. It'll most likely be sold for money or gold later on down the line. I am needing to get myself in a new clan, just because the clan that I'm a part of is actually a clan that my brother has created, and I've just been a part of just because he is my brother, but he doesn't really play Blitz a whole lot as much anymore. He comes back to it every once in a while, but not nearly as much. Me and him do play War Thunder quite a bit, so I do need to maybe join a clan to really work towards and get this tank, because even from watching some of the gameplay, it's a lot different when just looking at the stats of a tank. When, you can kind of get an idea, but I really wanted to show you guys some of this replay footage and just what he was saying, just trying to translate a little bit of this Russian YouTuber that has just some of this sneak peek footage of the 50 TP. So like I said, it is really exciting. The Russian YouTuber, he seems pretty happy about it. It looks like a very capable tank, and a lot of things that we had talked about. I did an overview. There was another video I was translating, doing an overview of the entire Polish line that'll be coming out in 8.4, which is what they were saying and announcing when translating their YouTube video. And so, very strong turret. It's got a very steep upper glacial plate. Its accuracy, as you can see, really doesn't look too bad. Being able to really pinpoint and get those weak spots on enemy tanks with very little difficulty from what I'm able to tell, and just from listening and translating what he was saying. So in this one, he's more so just talking about his gameplay and just what he's doing. He's moving up here toward the mid-dune area, trying to see if he can get some eyes on the enemy. And real soon here, they're going to start spotting some enemies over here on the right-hand side, and you're going to see even a little bit more of this accuracy in action. Right there, getting a shot off the T-49. You can almost hear him getting excited, as I was saying earlier, and laughing a little bit, which is kind of fun. And so wasn't quite able to get that shot, but let's be honest, that was a little bit of a hard one. So he's taking some careful aim here, paying attention to what the enemy team is doing. Gets a good shot off there on the T-44, and is just rolling back here. And positions like this, and you will see, are going to be really good for a tank like the 50 TP, being just hold down, exposing that turret, and really just able to get those good shots off on some of these enemy tanks. And you had seen earlier, as he encountered the Leopard, which is a very accurate tank, he was still trying to lift his cannon up, move his turret around. As mentioned earlier, you do want to protect those weak points on top of your turret. So he's he's doing a really good job here. You could tell he's a good player. He knows what he's doing. Takes out that Chimera there, really good. And starts moving along and just able to get such good shots here. Like, look at this shot on this Waffenträger. I mean, just pretty good. And 440 average damage for this tank, honestly, I mean, not too bad. Not as, like I said, not as high as the tier 10 will, but a very, very capable tank. So I'd be really curious if watching some of this gameplay, if this makes you more excited to get the tank, or if you already knew this was just going to be an awesome tank, maybe how far along you are. I know I'm going to need to be doing a lot of work to try to get this thing, because I know for myself, I really want to get this thing. It just does look like such a cool tank. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.